Good morning. How are you all? Hope you had a nice Easter. Ready to get back to work. Hoping it will only be a couple more weeks. We'll kind of take it day by day, week by week, and see. I wanted to finish up our sea turtle discussion with something that's usually kind of fun. And so I was trying to figure out how the heck am I going to do this with you guys remotely. So here's how I've set up the classroom. Each of you has 6 turtle eggs. I went ahead and put them at your spot so I can pretend like you're here with me. So I've sent you a list in the link to this classroom post that gives you the numbers of your turtle eggs. So everybody has 6 eggs. And then I didn't have exactly the right number because there are 100 of them. So I have the remaining 10 up here. So we're going to go through and see what happens to these eggs as they go through different stages of life. So in the background part of the sheet that I gave you, there are factors that affect the hatching success of the turtles. So here they are. Hatching success depends on 5 things. Number 1 is temperature. So the eggs won't hatch if the temperature, the ambient temperature of the sand around them and the air is not correct. The second thing is the amount of moisture. Moisture has to be within a particular range. Too much moisture, obviously, is not good. Neither is too little. The eggs can dry out. The third factor that affects hatching success is the type of sand grains. The turtle needs to lay the eggs where the grains are coarse enough that the nest will hold its shape, but not so fine that it will collapse in on itself. The fourth factor is gas exchange, because oxygen needs to be able to pass through the eggshell and carbon dioxide needs to be able to get out. So if the eggs are, for some reason, constricted from doing that, obviously the developing embryo inside the egg is going to die. And the fifth factor would be predators, because I think, as you remember, we've seen in some of our videos, there are lots of things that would enjoy feeding on turtle eggs. So there's a little bit of luck in surviving predators and the luck of where the mother lays the nest. Will they be in a safe position? All right. So all 5 of those really depend on their position within the nest and where the nest is created. Temperatures must be between 23 degrees Celsius and 33 degrees Celsius. Okay. And you may remember reading somewhere, I think, that the temperature of the egg determines the sex of the hatchlings. Now that's interesting. The way to remember this is girls are hot and guys are cool. So above 28.74 degrees Celsius, that's a very precise number, most of the hatchlings will be female. Below that temperature, most of the hatchlings will be male. So you can imagine there's probably a point in the nest where maybe the sand is cooler down below. So more of the hatchlings from that area would be male. And above that, maybe the eggs are warmer. So those will become female. So the sex is determined by the temperature. All right. We're looking at survival of loggerhead turtle eggs, and they average about an 80% success rate for just hatching from the egg. So we're going to look at our turtles in 5 life stages. Stage 1, they are hatchlings. And so we're going to assume that 80% of the eggs in the classroom will actually get to hatch. Stage 2, they've hatched and they leave the nest and start heading down the shoreline to the sea, and then we consider them within their first year of life. Right? Stage 3, we call them pelagic zone juveniles. Pelagic zone means they're out in the open ocean, and they are from age 1 year to 8 years. They're juveniles. Stage 4, they are benthic juveniles. So now instead of living kind of more towards the surface, they can dive down and get food in the bottom layers. And that takes them up till for about 10 years of their life. And then stage 5 they are truly adults. So we'll see how lucky you are. So at the bottom of this page, I hope you've written down the numbers that go along with your coinciding eggs. So let's start and see what kind of luck we have. So, stage 1. These are the eggs that are not going to make it. These are the eggs that are not going to make it in stage 1. The factors that can contribute to the death of the eggs, they're either going to be inundated with water, or they don't have enough gas exchange, they're eaten by ants, they're trapped by plant roots, they're the erosion of the nest, they're eaten by predators like a fox or a vulture or a raccoon. Some will have a temperature that's too cold in the nest, or the temperatures are too hot and the eggs dry out. And one unfortunate one is going to die by a bacterial infection. So here we go. These are the eggs that do not make it to the next stage. They fail in stage 1. 4, 8, 13, 16, 23, 33, 35, 42, 50, 51, 55, 56, 57, 58, 61, 64, 68, 75, 86, and 96. So it looks like everybody just about had at least one egg lost during that. So the other 80 eggs make it out of stage 1. All right, in stage 2, now you're journeying from your nest down the shoreline and making it into the surf and out into the ocean. So those who are not going to survive that stretch, the factors that contribute to their death is they're going to get eaten by predators. Ghost crabs, raccoons, vultures, seagulls, birds, like a heron, a fox, one gets eaten by a wild hog. So these are the ones who do not survive the first part of stage 2, which is making it down the beach. Now, the rest of stage 2, hang on, don't get too cocky if you aren't done away with at this point. So who doesn't make it down the beach? 5, 6, 28, 34, 36, 46, 54, 59, 88, 92, 93, and 100. Ooh, that took out 3 of the ones I was watching. So, all right. Ooh, KJ, that was a rough one on you too. Sorry, dude. Okay, these are the ones, we're still in stage 2, who meet their fate in the surf zone. So they make it down the beach, but in the surf, getting out into deeper water and surviving that initial baby stage. It's going to be tough on some of y'all. Get eaten by lots of different kinds of fish. Sharks, snapper, jacks. We got black tip shark, spinner shark. We've got some birds like seagulls and cormorants. We've got a bull shark in here. Some fish called tarpon and snappers and Spanish mackerel and big old frigate bird. Okay, so these are the ones who don't make it beyond the surf zone. 1, 9, 14, 15, 20, 22, 24, 26, 32, 37, 40, 43, 52, 53, 66, 71, 72, 77, 81, 83, 84, 85, 87, 90, 95. Whew, that was hard on me. Kaylee, looks like that one was hard on you. Grace, see a couple of yours. Walter, sorry. It's hard to be a turtle egg, for real. Okay, the next is juvenile stage up to 1 year old. So we're going to assume you made it to the ocean But it's still hard to be a little baby turtle. Things that might want to eat you, mostly large fish. Yellowfin tuna, dolphin fish, which is also called mahi-mahi. We've got mako shark, silky shark, frigate birds, white-tip shark, seagull, barracuda. Ooh. All right, who's going to not make it through this initial juvenile stage? 7, 11, 17, 18, 19, 21, 25, 29, 38, 41, 44, 47, 65, 67, 73, 74, 76, 78, 79, 82, 94, 97, 98. Ooh, sorry. Becca lost, 3 in that one. Wasn't a good stage for you, was it? Ev lost a couple. Okay, so you can assume then now your turtle eggs that have survived stage 2, 2, 3, 10, 12, 27, 30, 31, 39, 45, 48, 49, 60, 62, 63, 69, 70, 84, 89, 91, and 99. On to stage 3. You are a juvenile between ages of 1 and 8, but some of you are not going to make it. Again, eaten largely by sharks or large fish like yellowfin tuna, amberjacks, mahi-mahi, etc. Here we go. 2, 3, 10, 12, 31, 39, 45, 49, 60, 62, 63, 69, 70, 80, 89. Sorry. Okay. So the eggs that have survived stage 3 are 27, 30, 48, 91, and 99. Ooh, drum roll, we're getting there. Stage 4, you are a juvenile into the adult stage, making it to age 10 or above. All right, here we go. Number 30, I'm sorry you get eaten by a tiger shark. 48, you died of a disease. 91, you died of hypothermia. Got too cold. Sorry. So the eggs that have survived to make it all the way to adulthood for stage 4 are 27 and 99. 27 belong to Elvin, 99 belong to Hunter. Congratulations, guys. So let's look at the survivorship that's on the back of that sheet. Survivorship for stage 1 is 80% because that's how many of the eggs that are going to hatch. 80% of the eggs hatch and make it to stage 1. Survivorship for stage 2, only 20% will remain after stage 2. It was a bloodbath in there. Survivorship for stage 3, only 5% of the original 100 eggs remain after stage 3. After stage 4, only 2% remain. And those who go on into the stage 5, really sea turtles, loggerhead sea turtles would experience a 0.02% survival rate. Really, 2 out of every 1,000 eggs make it to adulthood, reproductive adulthood. Dang. It's hard out there for a sea turtle. The odds are not in your favor. So congratulations to Hunter and Elvin. I hope that helps you see how tough it is for sea turtles and how many threats they face. So anything that we can do to minimize human impact on them would certainly be helpful because it's already hard enough to be them. All right, I'll be sending you some more assignments for the rest of this week.